Why is Denmark, a steadfast NATO ally, summoning the United States ambassador for the second time in 4 months? Why is a sitting US president appointing a governor to a role with a stated mission to annex a sovereign territory? This is no longer a diplomatic spat, it's an unprecedented crisis between the allies. In August 2025, we saw Denmark's furious response to alleged US influence operations. Then in September, they excluded the US military from their largest ever Arctic war games. Welcome to Pulse Report. Today we connect the dots from summer of tension to a December diplomatic explosion, revealing how Greenland became the front line where old alliances are shattering. To understand why this frozen island triggers such obsession, you have to look beneath the ice. Climate change is a strategic unlock, exposing vast mineral wealth and new Arctic shipping lanes. Greenland sits on some of the world's largest deposits of rare earth elements, critical for everything from smartphones to F-35 fighter jets. With China controlling the market, the West sees Greenland as the untapped vault. The data is clear from the Geological Survey of Denmark and Greenland. This explains a century of American fixation, from Truman's 1946 purchase offer to Cold War secrets like Project Iceworm. The US pattern has been clear: treat Greenland as an asset and not as a nation. This imperial mindset is documented, and it created a resentment that exploded in 2025. 2025 began a covert war. In August, reports revealed US actors allegedly meddling in Greenland's politics to weaken Danish ties. Denmark summoned a US diplomat, calling it unacceptable. Denmark's response wasn't just diplomatic. In September 2025, they launched Exercise Arctic Light 2025, their largest Arctic drill ever with European allies.
The US was also invited to be part of this visit here. I gave the invitation to Pete Hexet. He was unfortunately not able to participate in this event. But as I have been told, the US was very satisfied having the possibility to have the invitation for being here.
This was a military snub of the highest order, a signal that Denmark could and would defend its realm without American permission. This crisis seemed to cool. US diplomats even visited Nuuk in December for a calm talks, but as we now know, a political thunderbolt was being prepared in Washington, D.C. Just weeks after those calm talks, on December 22, 2025, the crisis detonated at a whole new level. President Trump, via Truth Social post, appointed Louisiana Governor Jeff Landry as a part-time Greenland Envoy. The Danish government was not informed. More stunning was Landry's immediate statement: his mission was to make Greenland a part of US. This wasn't an offhand comment, it was the stated objective of the presidential appointee. Danish Foreign Minister called it unacceptable, summoning US Ambassador Ken Howry, a far more severe diplomatic rebuke than the summer summons.
We thought that we now had a U.S. ambassador in Denmark with whom we would have a relationship throughout the kingdom. I think that we have already developed a good working relationship, and it is also my impression that the ambassador has that opinion. Out of nowhere, there is now a special U.S. presidential representative who, according to himself, is tasked with taking over Greenland. This is, of course, completely unacceptable.
The Axios report reveals the profound breach. Danish officials felt the move, contradicted it other messages they have received from US officials as recently as 2 weeks ago. This was no longer about influence or snubs. This was a formal US government appointment openly advocating for annexation.
I'm not talking about money for Greenland yet. I might talk about that. But right now, we are going to do something on Greenland, whether they like it or not, because if we don't do it, Russia or China will take over Greenland, and we're not going to have Russia or China as a neighbor. Okay. I would like to make a deal, the easy way, but if we don't do it the easy way, we're going to do it the hard way. fact that they had a boat land there 500 years ago doesn't mean that they own the land. I'm sure we had lots of boats go there also. But we need that because if you take a look outside of Greenland right now, there are Russian destroyers, there are Chinese destroyers and bigger. There are Russian submarines all over the place. We're not going to have Russia or China occupy Greenland, and that's what they're going to do if we don't. So we're going to be doing something with Greenland, either the nice way or the more difficult way.
And amid in this clash of giants, what did the people of Greenland say? Their response was a masterclass in defiance. Their prime minister dismissed the drama, stating Trump's announcement may sound significant, but it changed nothing for us here at home. His core message was posted on Facebook was unequivocal. Greenland belongs to the Greenlanders, and its territorial integrity must be respected.
I think he's very good at making a fuss about things, so everybody keeps talking about it, just like now. He's very good at that, and I think that his purpose to do stuff like that, to make people uncomfortable. We're a part of NATO, so if he does something, they're gonna back us up.
We should prepare for the worst and hope for the best. I know Donald Trump is a businessman, but Greenland is not a product. We're a people, and that should be taken very seriously and that should be respected.
This echoes the long-standing desire for full independence, with polls showing a strong majority in favor. Their position, detailed by parties like Sumut, is clear. They are navigating a path to sovereignty, not trading one overseer for another. My take here is, Washington and Copenhagen are fighting over a future that Nuuk intends to write for itself. Ignoring this isn't just arrogant, it's the surest way to lose the geopolitical game in the Arctic. We have now witnessed a three-act crisis in 2025, a summons in August, a military snub in September, and a diplomatic explosion in December over an envoy talking annexation. This is the uncharted territory. An American president is using formal appointments to pursue the acquisition of an ally's autonomous territory, a NATO ally at it. The NATO ally is responding with the strongest tool in its diplomatic arsenal. Now, where does this go from here? The path of escalation is clear. More sanctions, deeper NATO fractures, and a gift to rivals like Russia and China who seek to divide the West. The path of de-escalation requires Washington to finally hear the voices from Copenhagen and crucially from Nuuk. Greenland is no longer just a strategic chessboard. It has become the mirror in which the West sees its own fragmenting alliances. This has been the Pulse Report. The facts are clear. The question is, will the pursuit of Frozen Island lead to permanent freeze in the critical alliance? Debate below, subscribe, and stay critical.